Today we're going to talk about the most popular package that we have available on the Subaru platform, which is our Stage 3 PBMS upgrade package. We're going to talk you through each step, each component, what they do, and then finally, of course, what the results are. Today we have a 2008 WRX STI as a sample vehicle behind me. They are a very popular car. This one here is equipped with the 2-liter engine, and it is the Japanese version of the car. The particular package is applicable to most turbo Subarus from the year 2000 onwards. So whatever we've done to this will apply to a big range of different Subaru vehicles. Usually the journey starts with buying a new or used vehicle. When you are buying your Legacy GT or your WRX STI, they are a fun car, they do have plenty of grunt, but after a while this can become a little bit boring and you want more. And this is where we come into the picture, and we can offer a package that gives you more power, better sound, and just an overall more enjoyable vehicle, and that gets that excitement back. So at this point the Stage 2 and 3 are the most popular. They are an entry package which can be completed in a very short time but gives you really good results. The Stage 2 package includes a 3-inch downpipe, a high flow fuel pump and a replacement fuel filter, and then finalized with our PBMS tune package. If you are going for the Stage 3, then you are adding a 3-inch catback exhaust system as well, so you'll have a 3-inch turbo back exhaust. Rene, the owner of the car behind me, experienced this exact thing. He owned the car for a couple months. He already had a upgraded catback on there, but still it wasn't quite enough and he wanted to do more. So that's why he came in and booked it in for the upgrade package. For first thing, we put the car on the dyno in the standard form just to see what the baseline power figures are and to compare it against the results that we get later on. These kind of cars are usually in the 180 kilowatt range, and that is power to the wheels. So after the baseline figure was set, we've taken it off the dyno and back into the workshop, set it up on the hoist. And we started by removing the top mount intercooler, heat shielding and the factory downpipe. With that all gone, we've got our PBMS 3-inch downpipe, got that all nicely heat trapped, and then we were reinstalling all the components and made it up to the existing 3-inch exhaust. This upgraded downpipe is much better flowing compared to the factory component. We have a larger diameter, we have either no cat or a high flow catalytic converter compared to the very restrictive factory cat. And also on a lot of vehicles the bell mouth area can be very restrictive, which has been opened up as well. All this additional flow translates to more power and better response on the road. When installing the downpipe, it is important to replace the gaskets to make sure there are no exhaust leaks, and we also recommend to use the factory heat shielding where possible, or use protective heat wrap so the heat is contained and stays away from critical components such as the brake or clutch. For the back section of the exhaust, we also have an adapter for 3-inch downpipes to factory catbacks in case you are just using the Stage 2 package. On Renee's vehicle, we've deleted the air pump as well. This is a very common fault on any Subaru from about the mid-2000s onwards. So while we're in here, it's really good place to delete the system. Makes the next step, which is changing the spark plugs, a whole lot easier as well, and just prevents another reason to have an engine light on. The removal of the air pump requires the ECU to be reflashed, so it is a good time to do it with the tune package, but it can also be done separately on its own. Spark plugs for this application are one step colder compared to a stock Subaru spark plug. This car had 6 heat range spark plugs, so we're now going to a 7. We've also decreased the spark plug gap, which helps keeping a good transmission of the spark with the increased boost levels that we've achieved throughout the dyno tune. Colder spark plugs support more power and reduce the risk of detonation. So the last step in the puzzle is the fuel pump. We're doing this because a high flow pump delivers a lot more fuel, but also, especially having a car like this, which is over 10 years old, to make sure we have a good fuel pump to begin with, as the efficiency drops over the years. In the WRX STI of this generation, the fuel pump and filter are enclosed in one housing, so we replaced the fuel filter that is part of that as well, to make sure there's no contaminants that enter the new fuel pump. With all those parts installed, we're back off to the dyno. With the car back on the dyno, we optimized the ignition timing, we increased the boost level to about 22 psi, and we adjust the fueling to suit. Let's see what it makes. This car made 231 kilowatt or 310 horsepower to the wheels, which is at the upper limit of what these cars do on the Stage 3 package, and we're very pleased with the results. This example was tuned on ECUTEK, so we're able to fully utilize the software. We're able to use Racerom features such as launch control, flat foot shifting and auto blip in this car as well. So out on the road, this car now feels a whole lot more exciting to drive. Under optimum conditions, we even see the boost, full boost, near the 3000 RPM mark, which is a significant improvement. You have about 50 kilowatt more, so you'll really get pushed back into your seat, and the gains are very noticeable. If the Stage 3 package is still not enough, there are options to keep going even further and beyond this point, but for a lot of our customers we've seen this is just enough and just the right amount of power to make the car just what they were after, a lot more fun to drive, and they'll also enjoy the additional noises it now makes. The Stage 2 and 3 package give you a really good bang for buck, and they can be turned around only a matter of days. And they also keep the factory reliability, so a really good option for most people that just want a little bit more. If you are looking for a similar package like this, get in touch with us and we can advise you about the best option for you. And also thanks a lot to Renee for choosing Possum Motorsport and bringing in your awesome GRB.